Just talked to Donald Trump,
Oh.
and I told him that you were performing tonight. I asked him if he was a fan of yours.
Oh.
What do you think he said?
He probably said, "Who's that?"
No, he didn't. He said he's a fan.
Really? Donald Trump?
Surprise you?
Yes.
You have any thoughts on Donald Trump?
No, no thoughts. Do you have any thoughts?
Yeah, I voted for him actually.
Oh yeah? What do you like about him?
I wanted to bring the dollar back to America.
And what country are you from?
From America.
Handsome, dashing president.
Nicki has been a fan. She's been a fangirl of Donald Trump for a very, very long time. She had to play the part to pretend for her fans, the Barbs, that she was not a Republican, and y'all fell for the okie dokie.
And you have amazing role models like the assassin J.D. Vance, our vice president. And when I say that,
Trust me, there's nothing new under the sun that I have not heard, so you're fine. Yes, we did. I love you.
I don't know if he even knows this, but he's given so many people hope that there's a chance to beat the bad guys and to win and to do it with your head held high and your integrity intact. He's from Queens, New York, like me. So, but
I know Cardi B is somewhere laughing her butt off, and I know she's somewhere judging her butt off about this whole entire situation. Like, that's what they get. That's what them Barbs get, trying to attack me. But meanwhile, they supporting the whole MAGA. Y'all out here supporting the whole MAGA. Girl, bye. I knew something wasn't right when she got with this guy. And then with the whole thing with her brother. It's not a surprise that she's attracted to guys like this and she supports men like this. It's just sick and twisted.
I done told y'all. I told y'all. And you see, I'm not even mad at y'all because what is it? It's been 3 years now? It's been 3 years. 3 years. And I told you guys, I was like, her downfall is here. The Barbs are going to be part of the worst thing to ever happen to her, which you guys have fulfilled your end of the contract.
He's not lying. The Barbs can be really toxic.
And that the career was over. And the move that Nicki Minaj pulled today, oh, honey. Because I don't even want to do too much. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I really don't even want to do too much. Because I told y'all. And I went through years and years of harassment. I had to, remind you guys of the stand your ground laws and castle doctrine here in Ohio. All behind this evil lady. And Reckoning Day is finally upon us, and I couldn't be more proud of the American congregation. I'm not gonna lie. And to be quite honest, I see there's a lot of you guys who are trying to hang steadfast. A lot of you guys are still, trying to show some sort of an allegiance. And I'm going to let you know that's extremely disappointing. And the world can see you finally, because I know, a lot of y'all, Barbs, her fan base, a lot of y'all don't get a lot of real life interaction. A lot of her fan base are the counted out, the low down, the dark, the dirty, the looked over, and the past in between. And so at that point, you know what I'm saying? It becomes this is their way of life. And so to be in the LGBT community and to see her activities today, where she's attacking Governor Newsom of California now, all of a sudden, you know, she's being used as this political pawn against her very own fan base. So now, finally, like I said, it's the end of her career. And good luck to anyone who believes that there's going to be an album coming in March, or anyone who believes that those white bread, goatee, fucking Oakley shade wearing motherfuckers are going to buy her album, because I have a harsh truth for you. They won't be. So I'm still watching the performative stunts. You know, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people in my comments, because people are not going to like to say, or they're not going to like what I have to say about this. And quite frankly, I don't give two squirts of a goose's shit. Okay? So with that being said,
y'all, Nicki Minaj fans are done, and it's not even about music. And the reason why they're saying her political alignment has made her completely cross the line. So I don't know how many of you remembered her on the stage with Erica Kirk and talking about Donald Trump, the dashing Donald Trump, and the assassin JD Vance. A lot of people said, listen, she crossed the line. And because of this, because of her political alignment, they no longer recognize her. They no longer want anything to do with her. Listen, they are so mad. They signed a petition for her to be sent back to Trinidad. I'm talking about 60,000 people. Like, the petition just blew up. 60,000 people signed a petition to say send her back to Trinidad because she crossed the line whenever she was singing Donald Trump's praises.
Y'all, look at this. This is so crazy. And the numbers are going up day by day. I'm not the type of person to counsel someone for their political views, but I am the type of person where I pay attention to somebody's political views, because that means that you are in accordance to what they believe in.
You know, this is going to be my last video about MAGA Nicki Minaj, because that's what we're going to call her. She's now MAGA Nicki Minaj. But this video is going to address MAGA in general, because y'all have been up and down my comments on the last two videos that I made about Nicki Minaj and her Turning Point USA attendance. But MAGA, let me let you know something, because I know y'all probably didn't do your research. Did you know at the age of 5, Nicki Minaj came into the U.S. as an undocumented immigrant? You know, the same group of people who y'all right now want them out of the country. So, yes, that was her at the age of 5. And do you know, back in 2024, Nicki Minaj herself admitted that she is still not a U.S. citizen. Yeah, again, the same people who y'all want out of this country. She's not a U.S. citizen. And MAGA, did you know that Nicki Minaj has a strong embracing with the LGBTQ plus community? You know, the same people who y'all do not like. She even has a collaboration with a trans artist by the name of Kim Petras. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing the name. But yeah, Nicki Minaj, who y'all are really praising right now, I hope you took a dig into her past, because she is everything that y'all are against. That's all.
Nicki Minaj is a hypocrite.
People are being kidnapped, people are being killed, brutalized, while they're in church, all because of their religion. And that should spark outrage in the great America. We are not going to be silenced by the bullies anymore, okay? Hear that. Receive that, bullies. We will speak up for Christians wherever they are in this world.
Today, Nicki Minaj put up on that whole Turning Point USA thing with Erica Kirk, and she's just regurgitating whatever Massa wants her to say. She had a lot of All Lives Matter rhetoric and many opinions with no basis behind it. It felt very Kanye. It's just hypocritical to talk about people being taken and kidnapped while that's literally being encouraged by the people you're shucking and jiving for. Nicki Minaj said that she'll speak up for Christians no matter where they are in this world. But what about these Christians?
Authorities targeted places places of faith, and the immigrant church community is still feeling the aftershocks.
We heard the news about ICE, but we say this is a safety place, and we're not doing nothing. We are not criminals.
Faith leaders say ICE agents displayed aggressive tactics, frightening their congregations. Many immigrant churches stopped holding services for weeks, as some 30,000 children also reportedly stayed home from school. Pastor Victor Ramirez says ICE agents moved in unexpectedly, causing some members to head into the woods while others hid inside for safety. Terrified children watched and others held on to them as ICE agents detained an El Salvadorian church member. They deported him 10 days later, leaving behind his wife and adult children.
I understand the ICE has to find criminals. I understand that and I agree with that, but it's not a criminal.
This is a church.
This is church.
I feel like this topic is extremely relevant when it comes to Nicki Minaj because isn't Nicki Minaj an immigrant? She's not a U.S. citizen. You could look this up. Matter of fact, let me do it for you. Quick Google search I wrote, is Nicki Minaj a U.S. citizen? And AI overview says, no, Nicki Minaj is not a U.S. citizen. She is a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago and moved to New York City as a child, remaining a non-citizen despite living and paying substantial taxes in U.S. for decades and has spoken publicly about her immigration status and experiences. Current status, it says she has stated she is not a U.S. citizen even after years of living in the country and paying millions in taxes and has expressed a desire for citizenship or honorary citizenship. Why do I feel like she's playing the game to finally get citizenship? One thing I could say about Nicki Minaj is that she sold so many records that it shouldn't be surprising that she sold out.
Nicki Minaj working with Trump admin on plight of Christians in Nigeria.
Either she's getting a check, or she was MAGA the whole time, or she's genuinely thinks that she's doing something good, which, by the way, is why y'all need to have people around you that know more than you. And by y'all, I don't just mean celebrities. Everybody. Everybody should have people around them that they can consult with, that think differently than you, that hold you in a place of values. Just so you understand what's happening here with the plight of Christians in Nigeria, there is a plight of Christians in Nigeria. However, the U.S., what does that have to do with the United States? The United States is using this as a ploy, as a proxy, to find their way into Nigeria so that they can then find their way into the Sahel states of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, who, as you know, are coming together to begin a process of Pan-Africanism on the continent. They are taking back their resources from France. They are saying we are going to build our own infrastructures. This undermines the global empire's goal, and so they have to try and shut it down. Now, we saw earlier this year with AFRICOM and that cone, that general who tried to say, oh, you know, they got some problems going down in Burkina Faso. They're continuing to try to make this happen the same way that they're making fetch happen in Venezuela right now. When do we stop allowing ourselves to be used?
Yes, I am still a barb. No, I don't care that she's a Trump supporter, MAGA Minaj. I do not care. I never knew her political views before, and now that I know him, still don't care. And the funny thing is y'all voted for him. She's with over half of the voting population. So why y'all mad? Like, let's just be real. Y'all need to pick something else to be mad about. So I will still be a barb. If y'all want to be no barb no more, no one cares. Literally, no one cares. She'll still have fans. She'll still be the #1 rap female in the world. It doesn't matter. But yes, I am still a barb. So continue with your day. Don't ask me. I don't care. I like her music, and that's that.
Now I see why they say there's too many birds on the ground and not enough in the sky. Because being a barb has nothing to do with the state of union of this country. You have to remember is that this lady has a heavy influence on her audience. And with that being said, Whatever views Donald Trump is agreeing to, Nicki Minaj is agreeing to it. You have to remember, Nicki's husband is a registered offender. Her brother is in prison as an offender. So what does that tell you? Either A, like Amanda said, she's getting paid for it. Number 2, she's trying to get her husband and her brother out of trouble. Or number 3, she really truly is a MAGA. So for the viewers, this is up to you. You can either still participate and supporting her and her MAGA views and accepting who she is and what she is, or you stand up and not fall for anything. Tell me what you think down below. Until next time, bye.